Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears for All Plays YouTube channel. Today is Monday, November 11th, and I'm back looking at Monday Night Football between the Dolphins and the Rams. Have my best game pick on my two best player props for this matchup on Monday night. Before we do that, let's take a look at the plays from Saturday afternoon. We did have the Broncos plus 7.5. The Chiefs, luckiest team in the world, 9-0. Don't apologize for being perfect. They keep winning games. I've been saying it since, about week number 4 that this team has been the luckiest team altogether in the NFL. Again, 34-yard field goal. Broncos dominate most of the game. Chiefs blocked the kick on a 34-yarder for the Broncos to win that, but they did cover the spread. Falcons minus 3.5. Coach's bump is real for the Saints. They looked a lot better. I think the Falcons just looked horrible today. So bad pick there. Jets money line. Team is dead. Jets dead. Bears dead. Put them in the grave. We have the Lions minus 3.5. It is currently, I think it's 22-7. It's halftime. I'm pretty sure Texans scored. I'm not sure if they went for the extra point, but I'm pretty sure it's 22-7. Texans, give them some credit. They're playing really well. Defense is playing really well. Jared Goff and the Lions, couple uncharacteristic turnovers in the first half, but still a lot of football left. Have them minus 3.5. They need 3 touchdowns to cover the spread. So it's a lofty goal, but it's one they can accomplish. We had Brock Purdy over 263.5 passing. James Cook over 63.5 rushing. Both those cash easily. This one really hurt. Saquon Barkley over 91.5 rushing yards, only 14 touches for one of the best backs in the NFL, going up against one of the worst rushing defenses in the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys turn the ball over 5 or 6 times a day. The shot at the end of the game, Mike McCarthy close-up of his face, beautiful. They couldn't have done a better job with that. Cowboys are dead. And I knew they were dead coming into this game, but now they're extra dead. Hopefully Jerry Jones does the right thing and fires himself. Let's go look at the play for Monday night. We are going to look at the Dolphins going up against the Rams. Feels like this should be a little bit more in favor of the Rams because they've been playing some pretty good football lately. I'm still going to take a shot on the Dolphins. Give me the plus 2.5s to play. Last week in the Dolphins, they took a kill shot to the head, it felt like, going up against the Bills. They lost that game. Close game, 3-point loss. They did play well, but Josh Allen, he was too much in the second half. The Bills now hold a commanding lead in that division. Feels like the Dolphins have to basically try to run the table in order to get themselves back in the playoffs. For the Rams, they've been dealing with a lot of injuries, which has been the case for the Rams over the last several years. This season's been no different. They had to deal with Puka Nacua being ejected in the last game, but they still came away with the win in that one against the Seattle Seahawks on the road. I do think this is going to be a very good game between the two teams, both of these teams in sort of a must-win situation. I think the Dolphins are desperately in need. The Rams would like to win this game. They don't want to drop this game. The Miami Dolphins defense, so they've been playing some pretty good football the entire season. They had to deal with that absence with Tua for the majority of their games this year, and they were really locked down defense whenever he was gone. They put up enough points to win last week against the Buffalo Bills, and the defense let them down. The Buffalo Bills defense, back-to-back games now that Tua has come back, the offense has looked good, and the defense has looked lifeless. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Cardinals and the Bills did whatever they want offensively against that defense. They need to find a spark in this game, and I think they do that by putting pressure on Matthew Stafford. This is not a great offensive line for the Rams, and I do think Miami Dolphins, they can get some pressure on him in this game. The Rams, they are a very well-coached team. They are most likely going to find a way to win this game because that's just what Sean McVay does. I'm just going to go with the points. I think with Tua in this game, they can compete with the Los Angeles Rams. They can match point for point. I'm really hoping for Tua's sake, nationally televised game. He slides a little bit more in this game. Doesn't take a lot of shots. Feels like every time he's in prime time, he gets decapitated. I'm really hoping for his sake. No concussions. If he has a concussion again, we'll probably never see him play football. But I do think with the back against the wall, this Miami Dolphins team, they can score 30-plus points every game with Tua as their quarterback. They've got great weapons. Tyreek Hill, Waddle, Achane. I'm going to take them plus 2.5s to play here for Monday Night Football. Let's go to the player props for tomorrow. For the first player prop, we're going to talk about one of those targets for the Miami Dolphins. This one's going to be out of the backfield. Give me Devon Achane to go over 57.5 rushing yards against the Rams. The Dolphins, they have made it a point to try to run a little bit more over the last couple weeks to open up that play action pass. Tua was out whenever they started going to the run. He's back in. They're still going to the run. We saw plenty of touches last week. This guy's one of the better players in the NFL at both running and catching. He's one of the best dual threat guys out of the backfield. He sees a lot of time on the field. He doesn't have too much competition in that backfield besides Mostert inside the red zone. But I'm not worried about the red zone touches. I'm just worried about the 20 to 20 touches. The Rams this season on the ground, they're giving up 135.1 rushing yards per game. That's bottom 10 in the NFL. I think the Miami Dolphins, they're going to establish the run early, open up play action in the second half for Tyreek Hill. I like Devon here over his total rushing yards as the first play. For the second play of the day, we're going to be looking at the Rams side this time, taking one of their best players, Cooper Kupp, over 65.5 receiving yards against Miami. Kupp has been dealing with some injuries again this season. That's been normal for him over the last couple years, basically his entire career. But he was great against the Seattle Seahawks. He was able to go for 11 catches, 104 yards, and Matthew Stafford loves going to this guy. And what I love about Sean McVay is that he always has Cooper Kupp on the move. So that means Stafford can pick up what this defense is throwing at him. If it's man-to-man, you can almost guarantee Cooper Kupp's going to get a target down the field. If it's zone, look for a quick slant, look for a screen to Cooper. With Puka last week getting ejected, it was easy for him to go over 100 receiving yards. This week might be a little bit tougher, but it's a pretty favorable line. The Dolphins, they have been decent in the secondary this year, but the Rams, they love to throw the ball. Matthew Stafford loves to have the ball in his hands. I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game as well. So I think both these teams put up some points. I'm going to take one of the best receivers on the field, Cooper Kupp, over 65.5 receiving yards as the play. Let's go over the recap graphic. We're going to take the Dolphins here, plus 2.5 going up against the Rams. Competitive game, I think. I really do. I think both teams are going to score a lot of points. Rams with the coaching, find a way to win it late. Devon Achane over 62.5 rushing yards. And then Cooper Kupp over 65.5 receiving yards as the final play. Guys, it's going to do it for the NFL Players and Props for Monday, November 11th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.